Hey guys, you probably notice sometimes, or even all the time, a lot of the things in your life just turn to shit. It's like you are the Midas of shit. Everything you touch falls apart, everything goes to hell. You're probably wondering why the hell that is. Well, we're going to talk today about a part of our psyche, an archetype deep within our psyche that some of us may be hesitant to acknowledge exists. We don't want to know that it exists. Maybe even you're refusing to admit that you have this inside you. And we're going to call this the Destroyer. Quick bit about me. I'm Kadrick Olson, author of Runes for Transformation, founder of Galdercraft. I usually study the Norse tradition and help you understand the Norse tradition in a way that is practical in your everyday life and in your spirituality. And in today's work, we're going to look at archetypes for men and how we apply these archetypes to our lives and our well being, or in this case, dis-well being. And again, we're talking about the Destroyer. And so I'm keeping this video really rough and raw. No openings, no editing. I'm just doing this on my phone just so I can sit here and talk to you about how things can go to shit when you least expect it. Or you see it all the time. And this is because there's a part of us that, if left unchecked, just pulls things apart. Things that you want, your hope, your aspirations, the people in your life that you love, you're pissing off. You just throw things away left and right. I know, I've been here, I've done it. I've learned how to be the destroyer, and it sucks. There's a beneficial side to this, and boo hoo, I'm not going to get into it today. We're not going to get into the beneficial side of it. But what I want to talk about is one of the ways that the destroyer manifests in your life that you might not even be completely aware this destroyer showing up in your life in this way. Carl Jung called this the shadow. There are other people who have written about the shadow side, and maybe you've heard of shadow work, or maybe you're interested in dealing with shadow work. And the way we need to think of the shadow is we're projecting our own shit onto other people and blaming them, or thinking they are the cause, or we're pissed off or angry at them for something that they are doing, something that they're bringing to your life that just sucks. And of course, it's their fault. It's not your fault. And this is how the shadow works: is everything in your life goes to hell. Something turns to shit. Things aren't working out. And you look around and you're like, it's that motherfucker right there. He's the one that did this shit to me. He's the one that's pissing me off. This asshole keeps fucking things up. All these people at work. And that's your key. All these people. Why is everyone like this? I'm surrounded by stupid people. How come nobody gets this? If you catch yourself saying things like that, it's time to really look at what the common denominator is at all of these problems. And you're going to find that all roads lead to you. This is probably the hardest part to acknowledge about the shadow, is all those motherfuckers out there that are stupid, the asshole behaviors that they do, and they're just idiots, getting in your way, stopping you. No, they're not. They're going through their life, doing the best they can with what they've got and how they can do. You, on the other hand, are projecting your shit onto them, blaming them for getting in your way, blaming them for causing problems for you, blaming them for all the things that go wrong. I do it too. I do it too. Every time I go to the store, it's always filled with zombies that have no idea what the hell they're doing. There's always that idiot that stops in front of me to look at the milk when I know exactly what the milk I want to get, but he's standing right there going, oh, oh. Meanwhile, I just need to get my ass out of that store, get the shit done, and out of there. And 100% of the time, all of these mindless idiot zombies that are in my way, stopping me from getting what I need out of the store and out of the way, that's bullshit. That's me projecting my shadow of impatience onto them. And when I'm dealing with people, probably this is the worst one for me, when I'm dealing with people that are incompetent, they don't know what the hell they're doing, they're just taking their damn time, wasting my time. This is me projecting my shadow onto them, my own fear of inadequacy, my own fear of incompetence that I'm projecting onto them because they're pissing me off, because it's reminding me of my own fear, my own concern about me, my own feeling of inadequacies, my own needs to get things done right now. And that's how the shadow works. The shadow of the destroyer in your life is your friend. Let me say that again, just so we have the emphasis. The shadow of the destroyer, the part of you that's making your life go to shit, is actually your friend. Why do I say this? It's because if you really look at what that shadow's doing, if you look at all the shit that you're projecting onto people for whatever reason you're doing it, this is a part of your psyche saying, hey, this is some shit from the past. Hey, this is some learned behavior. Hey, this is some crap that we've built up over the years that we're ready to get rid of. And I need you to take a time and stop and think about what's going on so we can clear this shit out once and for all and stop being a dick to everybody. That's what the shadow work is all about. The shadow work is about taking the time to notice when you're being a dick to other people. Maybe you're justified. Maybe they need to be a dick. Maybe. But it's your chance to say, hey, why are all of these motherfuckers pissing me off? Stop. Look inside. If you were one of those motherfuckers out there pissing you off, what would you be doing that would be pissing you off? That's your key. That's your key to look inside. What is it that you feel that maybe you're not living up to? What is it that you feel that you quite aren't strong enough to deal with? What is it that you feel that you're inadequate for accomplishing or doing? What is it that you feel that you're not quite achieving? This is your brain. This is your psyche saying, hey, 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 let's look inside. Let's resolve this shit and get things done. Now, this part's going to suck. But what happens is if you notice the shadow that you're projecting onto all these motherfuckers and recognizing it's not their fault, that it's you having a problem with them because it's you telling you that you have something to deal with, this is where you need to sit in your own space, in your own time. I don't care if it's behind a car, behind a motorcycle, riding down the road, if you're in your den, you're in whatever place you have. That's your own quiet, you space, you time. You need to stop and listen to your own thoughts. I'm not talking about meditation. I'm not going to like blank mind or zero your mind out. And I'm certainly not saying go to frou-frou fluffy bunny land and make sure everything's all right, nice and happy and you're farting rainbows. Bullshit. I mean stop and take a hard look inside and have a tough conversation with that motherfucker inside that's trying to piss you off. Find out what is pissing you off, why it's pissing you off, where you learned to be pissed off at this shit, and ask yourself, what do you need to do to stop projecting the shadow into others? What is it that you need inside to stop being a dick? You're not going to get this the first time you do it. You're not going to get this the first 2 or 3 times you're doing it. The first couple of few times that you're doing this, you're probably going to feel like some stupid idiot. Like, what the hell is this asshole asking you to do? Going out and sitting and listening to your own thoughts and talking to yourself like a madman. Well, trust me, it works. You're going to do this, 5, 6, 7 times, and suddenly you're going to go, oh, okay, I get it. I see what I'm trying to do here. I see what it is that I need. And you might have an epiphany, you might have a breakthrough, you might have some clarity. You might even get even more pissed at yourself, but that's all part of the process. And in that way, the shadow of the destroyer is your friend, trying to get you to learn more about yourself, trying to get you to resolve some shit that needs to be taken care of inside, some of the shit that's probably not even yours, and holding you back from achieving something bigger and better that is yours. So all that time that you're bitching out other people and being pissed off at other people, this is actually your opportunity to build a bridge to living a meaningful, fulfilled life. That's why that shadow is your friend. That's why shadow work is so important, because you learn What is the most important thing to you at the core value level? Not what other people is telling you it's important, but what you know is important for you. And so you just got to take some time when you recognize that shadow shit. Talk to yourself and sit there and be with it and stew with it and get pissed at yourself and feel like a fucking idiot for doing this shit and feel like a big dick for being an asshole to other people in the world. And then you get over it. You connect with what's authentic to you. You find a new value that's important to who you are and what you're doing in the world. So you can start to embody that and you start to live it. So that's my challenge to you. Take that moment to stop, figure out why you're being a dick to other people. Use it as a mirror to reflect back inward so you can find a very important core value to you. Something that's going to start helping you live a more meaningful and fulfilled life in your own way. You know what? You can do it today. Even if you're pissed off at me for doing this and saying this bullshit to you. Use that as your shadow. Reflect inside. What is it that I'm saying to you and doing to you that's pissing you off? I don't know. This is your journey, man. I just opened the door for you. If you want to go through it, your call. If you want to slam the door in my face, your call. I wish you well in whatever you're doing. Hail.